The title, Book of the Dead, is misleading. The ancient Egyptians never called it a book. It is instead a collection of writings copied on papyrus scrolls. These papyri were commonly labeled Pra-M-H-3-RW, going forth by day. The scrolls were custom written for individuals, not standardized religious manuals.
They were placed between the legs of the deceased inside the coffin. The recipient of the texts was identified with Osiris, similar to the coffin texts.
Illustrated vignettes begin prominently in the 18th dynasty, though occasional earlier examples exist.
The Empire and later 21st Dynasty versions form the final major corpus under examination. These later texts contain many parallels to pyramid and coffin texts, but with distortions. The original meanings of myths were sometimes forgotten or altered, showing that Egyptians freely modified religious material.
The Book of the Dead demonstrates a major evolution of earlier beliefs relating to the Akh.
Osiris and Re, once separate and sometimes opposed, are now fully synthesized into a single godhead.
This synthesis blends chthonic and solar forces, forming a core theological theme.
Akh is shown as both a creative force and its product, an effective power. This power is immanent in humans and transcendent beyond them, existing everywhere.
Akh exists in the heavens, underworld, among gods, and among the dead.
The concept resembles Nur in that it elevates humans to participate in cosmic creativity.
At death, Akh raises the deceased to share in cosmic creation, not only survival after death. In the Book of the Dead, Akh gains new, expanded meanings beyond effectiveness. Akh becomes one of the richest and most profound religious concepts, central to creation, transformation, and divine mystery. Akh is linked to the central mystery of how life emerges from death, and vice versa. The deceased or living initiate can enter this mystery through transformation.
The deceased becomes Akh-Ikh, a term rare or absent in earlier funerary texts.
Akh remains constant in both life and death, serving as the bridge between them. Initiation transforms the deceased physically and existentially, not symbolically only.
The dead become effective beings of light, sharing the splendor of the sun.
The initiate gains knowledge, shifting from ignorance to wisdom through divine union. Light symbolizes both physical illumination and metaphysical enlightenment. Ritual, especially that conducted by the Sumprist, enables the deceased to see the mysteries, completing transformation.
Estu 3, hidden, mysterious, unresolved.
This initiation does not imply secret cult membership, but an open religious experience available to all through ritual. This initiation does not imply secret cult membership, but an open religious experience available to all through ritual. Ritual, especially that conducted by the Sumprist, enables the deceased to see the mysteries, completing transformation. Sheta, the word of things hidden, not only sacred, anything concealed.
Riatum, Lord of Mysteries, rises from the primeval waters, self-born, self-concealing.
Mysteries unto one religion. They unify Re and Osiris. In the Book of the Dead, mysteries belong to both realms, solar and chthonic, never divided. Solar rays descend into the underworld. light invades the hidden.
The rays reach they who are in D3T, the Akh-effective spirits of the depths.
To witness the sun disk at its setting, this is the mystery shared by gods and the dead. The secrets of the necropolis are shown by the sun. Death is revealed by daylight.
The secrets of the necropolis are shown by the sun. Death is revealed by daylight.
Initiation strengthens the dead before Atum and Osiris. Knowledge becomes might. Initiation strengthens the dead before Atum and Osiris. Knowledge becomes might. Each Akh in the netherworld contains both Re and Osiris. The mystery is their union.
Mysteries are not learned, they are seen. Power comes from witnessing, not believing. In the west lies the sacred Ba of Unofer, Osiris.
To enter Osiris's domain is to walk into the place of secret things.
To truly see, sometimes we must first close our eyes to the world.
The deceased enters the house of Osiris to see the mysteries directly.
This sacred house stands in Rosetau, the hidden necropolis of myth.
The mysteries echo ancient writings, carried from coffin texts to the Book of the Dead. The Nemes reappears, royal authority tied to the mysteries.
The Nemes reappears, royal authority tied to the mysteries.
The dead pass through gates and earth caverns to serve Osiris within the hidden chamber. The dead present the Nemes to its wearer, crowning the Divine One. And through this royal act, the initiate gains the rights and attributes of kingship.
The mysteries reveal the union of solar and chthonic forces, Re and Osiris as one.
The deceased becomes Osiris Re, but must not reveal what is seen in the House of Mysteries. Here Akh is the divine force in both solar and chthonic gods.
Atum creates Akh through his eye.
Atum can be called Akh, or more Akh than Rauti, a rank of divine potency.
As Lord of the universe, Atum uses Akh to guard against enemies.
Re looks on this Ahak as himself. After initiation, the Akh becomes the beams of Re, source and emanation. Re, Lord of Light, gives Akh to Osiris. Akh is conferred upon Osiris by the Lord of Akht.
The deceased receives Akh from Osiris and is born from Rosetau.
The deceased becomes BNW Phoenix, the Ba of Re.
Osiris acts as an alternate aspect of Re.
Osiris becomes Akh, Lord of all Akhwa.
The Akh is initiated on Osiris's birthday. Transformation follows mythic timing.
Osiris is Lord of the universe and of darkness. Akh extends through life and death.
He grants Akh in Rosetau.
The deceased attains Akh through solar light and chthonic rebirth. The Book of the Dead keeps the ancient truth. Divine power grows in the womb.
I have grown, Akh, mighty in the womb.
Before creation, Akh swelled in the womb of Tefnut and Nut.
Isfeel no jar of Isis mother.
The deceased rises as Osiris Imseti, inheriting Akh from within the womb.
He gains power predating life, older than creation itself.
To be sealed in Nut is to return to the sky.
Death births again and again. Each rebirth grants new force.
Akh is not survival. It is power to create, sustain, and immortalize.
Immortality returns the soul to the mothers of creation. Akh is born in the womb of Nut.
Imseti grows Akh in the womb. Effectiveness forms before rebirth.
Born effective within Isis. Akh. Isis protects through Akh words. The two sisters are Akhwi, effective powers.
Osiris rises through Akh. Death generates effectiveness.
Akh is inherited, braided, shared.
And the sun inherits it. Wenti is more Akh than the hidden gods.
Nut is Akh, the effective sky.
Akh is shared between gods and the dead. To be Akh is to return.
This union of solar and chthonic Akh is not artificial, but grows organically from earlier Re-Osiris concepts. A special role for initiating an Akh enables the deceased to embark with Re in his bark. Through initiation, the Akh takes up the role of a crewman in the sunboat. The Akh smooths the way for the Itindisk, adore the disk, and joins sun-praising baboons.
As Akh, the deceased helps repel Apophis and defend cosmic order.
Entering the heart of Re, the Akh becomes light beams with material force. This luminous Akh gains powers of movement from the rays. With these powers, the Akh can cleave mountains and penetrate valleys. The Akh becomes energetic, mobile, and militant, serving creation through cosmic victory.
I wear the garment of the primeval waters. I have put on the white raiment that illuminates.
Assuming the form of a god and turning darkness into light.
Horus and Seth are in my bell. My mouth is filled with great cage.
Osiris will raise me when I fall in Abydos. I seized authority in the city where I found Osiris. I have conquered the darkness by my power.
These rites echo the coffin texts and Book of the Dead before them.
Being boatless marks one unable to cross.
Soul who cannot cross stands alone.
I have come to see my father, Osiris. I wait here, bound by the promises I made.
Come, Ach, my brother, to the place you know.
To receive a boat is to reach Father and God. I am not left boatless.
I have turned darkness into light. To cross is to reach Osiris and the Solar Father.
For Re's name is in N's belly.
Re and Osiris, initiated, no longer boatless.
The text turns from the gods back to humans, grounding cosmic power in the Father and the Son.
It also leads into the heart of the gods.
A role may be used for one's father or one's son at the festivals of the West. It initiates a person into the heart of Re.
The initiate will exist with them.
Initiation is absorption into divine consciousness. It is for both fathers and sons. Performed at the festivals of the West, communal celebration of the dead. To be drawn into the mind of Re and the gods and share their existence.
One of the clearest definitions of initiation in the Book of the Dead.
I entered as an ignorant one.
The deceased as Ahkikar is an initiate who has moved from ignorance to knowing and being one with Re and Osiris.
I came forth as a Ahkikar. I shall be seen in my human form forever.
The Ahkikar is a knowing one, not just effective. He wants to join the august initiates of the necropolis and go with them to see Re's beauty. I am an Ahkikar void of sins. There is nothing I do not know about Ma'at. He presents Ma'at to her lord, and Re rejoices with him daily.
He has seen the SST-3 secrets of Busiris as companion of the Embalmer. 3 secrets of Busiris.
he has erected the Jed and set up the Tit amulet. The initiate's access to mysteries is tied to being sinless and filled with knowledge of Ma'at. Through righteousness, he gains the right to know Ma'at, associate with Re, and witness Osirian secrets. He enters as a Akh through the portals of the underworld, to live among the blameless Akh. Yet besides morality, knowing the proper spell itself makes one a Akh, Ikur. For one who knows the spell, he shall be a Akh Ikur in the god's domain. He shall not die again. The spell works for the dead, and for one who knows it on earth, he will exist like a god and be adored by the living.
A spell is spoken by the living Ba, the Akh Ikur, showing that Akh status applies to the living.
The term living implies animation, but corporeality remains constant.
Even as Akh Ikur, he retains a body, like the gods' incorruptible bodies.
Akh Ikur maintains embodied existence and divine effectiveness, not disembodied spirit but living power.
If the mystery of the netherworld is opened for you, Re endures through ritual work.
This frames Akh knowledge as sustaving, even Re himself, when the mysteries are opened.
The incorruptible body of the deceased, as Akh, begins here.
As Akh, the deceased retains the physical body enjoyed in life.
In practice, Akh often refers to the dead body, especially in burial. An inscribed linen strip is placed at the throat of this Akh on the day of burial. The Book of Binding, with words for the mouth of those delivered from the coffin. Roll for understanding the words of the House of Life, spell for abhorrence of the coffin.
A papyrus Book of the Dead is placed between the legs of the corpse, so that he might become a Akh in the god's domain. Before placement, he is simply a corpse. The ritual papyrus affects the transformation into an Akh.
The textual binding brings complete resurrection, fully reanimating the Akh. His destination, Hrtner.
Once Akh, he moves in and out of Hartnodr, reaching the fields of rushes and offerings to become Akh there too.
There he plows, reaps, eats, drinks, has sex, and does everything that is done on Earth. Full embodied life continues.
The dead Akh's life continues earthly patterns. The tie with the living remains intact.
He is interred among the great, continuing on Earth, not dying in the West, but becoming a Akh therein. In necropolis or celestial fields, the Akh does not die, echoing older pyramid text teachings.
The Akh also continues on Earth. Influence is not restricted to the beyond.
Osiris is himself an Akhpro, the equipped, effective one.
The Akh carries the words of men and gods to Osiris.
Step into the light, Akhbar. Your journey is complete.
This Akh is equipped, not with weapons, but with knowledge. I am the best Akh Ipir among all the Akhu. Osiris orders the gods to prepare the tomb for the Akhprar.
You cause Ma'at to ascend. You are my Akh.
The equipped Akh moves between worlds,
more effective than the hidden gods.
The great god rises, the Akplur, whose name is unknown.
His name is hidden, concealed like Rare's secret essence.
The deceased compares himself to the Nameless One, becoming as Re.
One who knows this spell assumes the form of Ak-Empar at the Western Gate.
Knowledge shapes the body, identity forged by words of power.
A body is required. The Akh must be formed to pass. He travels as body and light through earth, west, and heaven.
The effective one is not spirit alone. He endures in form.
Embodied power, the hidden Akh who functions among the gods.
I emerge as Akh B3, Jm, and uprequipped with the writings of Thoth. I am a scribe, and I perform the good things commanded by Harachte. I do Ma'at that I may go to Re every day.
Ethics over magic, always.
For the Akh Ikar is void of sins, knowing all of Ma'at. I am the pupil of the Eye. I bring Ma'at to Re.
Make Osiris Ena Akh, justified in the necropolis, free of sins.
He is a blameless Akh. His voice is true.
The Ba of the righteous Akh is righteous also.
Ma'at is given to the gods and to the living. To be Akh is to be Ma'at.
Give him the pure garment, give him Akh.
Come to me, my Akh-Prr.
To be Akh is not only to shine, but to be true. A living flame of Ma'at, purified, empowered, eternal.
The Akh shines as Hathor.
The Aten's rays make him divine, capable, breathing. Light fills heaven and earth.
Radiance can be walked, climbed, shed.
Shu breathes in the presence of the sunlight.
returns into the heart of Re. The eye protects the deceased, striking enemies.
The eye holds the mysteries of creation, origin of cosmic knowledge.
The bright eye of Horus is Akh, coming in peace.
The eye nurtures its own power, a self-sustaining creative force.
The eye enfolds Riatum, keeping him hidden and sound for life.
Stellar Akh remains, but is less prominent than solar and chthonic power. In Rosatau, he becomes the greatest of the Radiant Ones, an imperishable star.
Some stellar beliefs remain attached to the Osirian Akh.
Some stellar beliefs remain attached to the Osirian Akh, even as solar and chthonic powers dominate the Book of the Dead.
A spell describes Osiris opening his seat in the sky, among stars fixed to the body of Nut.
The deceased is told to look downward upon Osiris, who commands the radiant Akh beings.
The text stresses he is not one of those stars, implying separation and superiority.
He is praised as dawned, mighty, and Akh, still ruling celestial renewal.
He also keeps a lunar role, celebrating new moon feasts beneath the eye of Horus. The deceased as Orion faces the stars in Nut's belly, though their meaning remains debated.
Thus the Akh may rise among stars, but his identity is not fixed to them.